All right, yo. One of the things I'm super excited about is this here's a demo that shows what we call multimodality conversation with Nano Banana. Getting AI into the hands of just SMBs, small, mid-sized businesses, even nano businesses, like everyday businesses that you kind of come across, right? So again, it's not just the huge healthcare firms, like the huge finance firms, banking, fintechs. We're talking about into the hands of everyday folk, right? And really change the way that they actually do business. And it is not that difficult, right? So in this video, right, this is actually pretty cool. We put together a demo, right? And this is actually going to lead to a surprise. We're launching a new type of agency coming up pretty soon. But this just kind of like a sneak peek into how some of the cutting edge models that are coming out right now can literally change business, right? Nano Banana is this awesome new model from Google that allows you to do some amazing things with images. So I'm going to show you how this can actually be used to visualize a room. Now, this could be used in the future or in other cases for like event planners, interior designers, even landscape companies, to kind of show clients what something would look like before it even happens. In this case, we're using it to show consultants and coaches what an actual content room would look like given an existing room, right? So let's just kind of jump in. The first thing I'm going to show you here, actually, before we jump in, let's look at what it looks like. We're going to work off this particular room. This room is a very cluttered room. It's an image of a cluttered office, and the person's going to say, how can I take this and how would that look like if I converted this into a content room? There's a lot of challenges in here. There's the window in here. There's the clutter, right? There's the L-shaped desk, right? A lot going on in here. Let's see if our AI assistant can help convert this into a content room specific for the user's needs, right? So we're going to jump into Clara. That's what we call our AI workspace optimizer. And Clara's going to ask some questions. We're going to upload some photos. It's going to be multimodality because we're going to be able to we're going to be able to talk for it for text, right? Typing, as well as upload images that it will actually understand. All right. So without any further ado, let's jump in. So I'm going to actually upload my image of a cluttered office, which I just showed you. Right now, as you can see, Clara is looking at that. It's thinking about the workspace. So Clara is looking at the workspace. She's analyzing it. Again, I'm using Nano Banana, right? That's Google's awesome new model that understands images to a level that we've never seen before. All right, and then Clara comes back and says, okay, I got it. It says, look, I understand your office. I did the workspace analysis just off the image, folks, just off the image. So comprehensive workspace analysis, complete room layout, current furniture and equipment inventory. Check this out. Desk and tables. There's one prominent L-shaped desk. Remember, I showed you the L-shaped desk in the video. Nano Banana knows this. This is just freaking awesome, right? Chairs and settings, storage, a 2-drawer filing cabinet. What? It picked that up. How did it even know that, right? This stuff is amazing, right? A desk lamp, a large ring light, and this is going to become very important. Clara's already seen that I have some of the equipment that is already needed to create an awesome content space. So let's just continue. Now, Clara comes back and goes like, hey, I've analyzed the image. I'm going to ask you a few questions, right? What type of content do you primarily create, and what's your typical workflow? So I'm going to speak to Clara and say, hey, I want to do podcasts and short form LinkedIn video, just like the one that I'm doing right now, right? I don't want to edit. I will ship that out. All right, cool. Now, this is a fully conversational AI, right? The AI has not been fed in any questions and so forth, but it knows its role is to act, right, as a expert in content creation and content rooms, audio, visual. So it's going to come up with its own questions. So it drives to getting all the information needed to be able to design the room. So truly, so look at this. It says it's done. No, this is a multi-agent, what's called a multi-agent setup. So there's multi-AI agents involved here. One agent that's just going to talk to me, get information, right? Think of it like in a real case as a business. We have someone at the front office. It's going to pass it on to somebody who's has more experience in the space to actually do the design. So it's quite possible when I pass this off, the expert is going to say, hey, I do need some more information. Sorry, the person at the front desk thought they had everything, but I have more questions for you. So let's see if that happens, or maybe it does have everything that it needs. So I'm going to click generate recommendations. Look at that. the expert came back and said, look, I need more information to create some good recommendations for you. So let's see what it needs, right? What kind of lighting and background they envision. It says, I don't know if they record audio and video simultaneously, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to say, I want to record audio and video at the same time. I usually go off the top of my head. For the this is a solo podcast, and I will usually be screen sharing. Let's see if that's enough. It says, oh, okay, cool. It looks like it's ready for my recommendations. I'm going to click generate my recommendation. Let's see what happens. And again, remember, folks, this is something that someone would be doing actually on the phone or actually visiting someone's house to actually do. Oh, look at this. It says, okay, cool. It says, bet, look at this. I have equipment recommendations. It says, here's the equipment you should get. Audio, video, lightning, all right? Then lighting, then it comes down. It says, hey, here's the layout plan. Boom. Lighting setup, audio positioning, camera positioning, furniture arrangement, cable management, workflow optimization. What? Like, this is crazy, right? Then it's going to generate the visualization. So it's going to show us our new room with the layout and with the equipment that it recommended. That's crazy, right? If you think about it. So this is the drum roll moment, right? Let's see what it kind of came up with. This is awesome. Look at this. The same room. It's basically saying, like, look, you don't have to change your room too much, right? It still shows my filing cabinets here. You know, it shows the stuff on the floor, right? It says, here's your two computers, here's your lights, here's your soft light, here's your ring light, here's your sound sort of like absorbers on the side, here's some black curtains for your window, right? And then boom, this is one way you can actually see the room, and that's it. Right? Again, now someone like me who's thinking of, hey, can I convert my space into a content studio? I can have a conversation with Clara here and I can see my room. And not only can I see my room, look at this. I know exactly what equipment that I need to buy. And I know which ones are essential priority versus high priority versus medium priority, right? So I can go and I can actually purchase with confidence, or I can work with someone to get that for me, right? Now, again, as I repeat from as what I said in the beginning, you can imagine now this same kind of flow can be used, right? If you're an events company that's looking to visualize a space, let's say for a wedding, right? It could be used by a landscaping company to visualize what it looks like if you sort of like, you know, set up this intricate design. It could be used by a pool company to show someone what the pool will look like once it's built, right? And the options are endless. All right. So again, if you are in a situation where you believe that, hey, visualizing what the end product might look like, just hit me up. As you can see, we already have the framework for this. I'll be more than happy to help you out. All right. Again, this stuff is super awesome. It doesn't have to be one of the big guys using AI. You can use it to transform every single day businesses. I am Chris from the Microsoft Platform Factory, where we do a ton of stuff around AI, including using AI to build microservices, as well as using AI to actually deliver services for our agencies in legal, in health, and also in local services companies as well. Again, this keeps on getting better and better and better every single day. Don't miss out on how some of this stuff can transform your business in ways that you could not even imagine. I am out.